live on Twitch. Hmm. I am now. So, um, thanks for letting me know, Caitlin. All right. So I'm live on both now. So, let me give you a shout out. That's what happens when you're really, really tired. There you go. Gave you that shout out. Um, all right. Um, but yeah, I think starting this coming Monday, every other Monday, I'll be doing a Magic the Gathering stream to for people who want to play Magic. Um, we'll probably use Spell Table first, or I keep saying Spell Table first, Tabletop Simulator first, depending on how my games go with Tabletop Simulator will depend on if we keep going or not. If not, we'll just we'll switch to Spell Table and work from there. Spell Table is a little bit more hands on and more live. So I'll be doing hand modeling at that point. Um, so we can work something out with that. Um, I'll have to let one of my friends borrow a webcam so he could join in. Yeah, hands. But yeah, we can go ahead and do that um this coming Monday. I need to get with Raccoon Vampire, see if she's wanting to do a stream on Thursday. If so, we'll be doing something along the lines of Pokemon. Probably putting our top tier list in it together in Gen 1 Pokemon. Um, and depending on how long that takes, we'll keep going. Um, then on Friday we'll start continue with Star Ocean, The Last Hope. Saturday, Sunday we'll work on Dragon Quest 1. We are so close to finishing Dragon Quest 1. Um, and then going on to Dragon Quest 2. Gonna attempt to make another microwave mac and cheese. All right, don't burn the water like yesterday. um, but yeah, and then starting um every other Monday, I'll extend the stream for 3 to 4 hours um to play Magic with everyone who's interested. All right, let's go ahead and get into. I keep forgetting. I've got my links posted in chat, so if you're interested in checking out any of my other platforms, definitely do so. I've got my Twitch, Twitter, um, Instagram, YouTube, all of that stuff in there, so you can check all that out. And then on there as well. You can, if you want to, donate or buy me gifts. Those are totally optional. You can go ahead and do that in my link tree as well. Um, in my Discord, you have an area where you can post um, a commander that you would like for me to build on there in Shadow Magic. It's under Commander Deck Ideas. Um, Also in there, you can go to Shadowforge and uh, post a picture or STL file of what you would like for me to print. 3D printing is a smaller hobby of mine, so if you're interested in getting a 3D printed object done, just send me that through Shadowforge in the I think it's crafted items area, or it's the first area, first sub channel, I believe. Um, you can post in there. Let me know what you'd like. and stuff like that. And I'll send you a message letting you know the prices and stuff like that for it. Um, Also, my merch store is in my link tree. The hoodies are comfortable. I can attest to that one. Um, I still need to start working on those. I didn't get a chance to do that on my um my vacation, but I'm going to be working on another merch store with Streamlabs because they're a lot easier to work with than Stream Elements is. But I do have merch in Stream Elements, so if you are interested in buying merch there, you can do so there. I've got cups, shirts, hoodies, um, I think mouse pads, and play mats and stuff like that there. But all right, let's go ahead and get into um, this real quick. Move me over and move Luna over. Also, Luna now has a uh, TikTok and um, or a TikTok page. So I'm gonna put Luna's TikTok page up in my link tree as well. So if you're interested in checking out Luna's page, you can do so after this game. Um, or after this. Let's see. I also have a PNG tuber version of her um out on a app called Iriam, IRIAM. You just search for Luna. I'll post. Let's see. I'm not gonna be doing anything with her yet. Um, I don't have the right equipment to to do things for her right now, but I am adding her um to certain things like Irium and making her own TikTok page, doing some videos with her, um, and all that on there. But once I get the voice changer, it'll be a lot easier. Let's see. Let me find her. Hold on. Nope, not that. Where is it? Activity. Uh, her TikTok is there. There's her TikTok account. Already has one follower. That's nice. That's me, but that's because I'm her creator. All right, so today we are working on Choco, Seeker of Paradise. Choco reads, she's a one colorless green, white, blue. She's a three power, five defense creature. Whenever one or more birds you control attack, look at that many cards from the top of your library. You may put one of them into your hand, then put any number of land cards from among them onto the battlefield tapped, and the rest into your graveyard. Landfall, whenever a land you control enters, Choco gets +1/+0 until end of turn. So we're going to work on building her as a bird commander. Um, so we'll add the main things that we normally add in a commander deck. So Arcane Signet, um, Skull Ring, the land base. Let's see. Wooded Bastion. Um, I've got a whole list of cards that I can add. Wait, why are those popping up like that? Decks, my decks. Land base. Nope, that doesn't work like that. So what I'm gonna have to do? Oh, hold on. Reopen. All right. So my lands and stuff won't pop up, but I have an idea of what most of my lands will be anyway. Um, so what we'll do is go to Choco. So let's go to the lands. Oh, obviously, forest, plains, island, mystic. No, that's not it. Mystic gate. Yeah, that's the one. Okay, blue white, green white, blue green. That's breeding pool, I think. No, but I do want to add breeding pool in there. Um, what was it? Glacial fortress. No. Oh God, I didn't burn the water. Good. That is good. Um, okay, Hollowed Fountain and Temple Garden. So those are good. Fountain, Temple Garden. Okay. Where were the okay? Flooded Strand, Windsweep Heath, Misty, Rainforest. Flooded Strand. Uh, Misty, Rainforest. Okay. Then you've got um, Rejuvenating Spring. What else did you say you put in your mac and cheese? What did I say? Oh, everything bagel seasoning or roasted garlic. Rejuvenating Spring. Sea of Clouds and Bountiful Promenade. Needing Springs. Sea of Clouds. Bountiful. Does garlic powder consist? Yeah, you can put garlic powder. If you have everything bagel seasoning, though, you don't have to put garlic seasoning in there. Um, let's see. Cavern of Souls. Oh, okay. Um, Hushwood Verge, Blood Farm Verge, Willow Rush Verge. think it's Willowwood Verge. Willow Rush Verge. Hushwood. Willow Rush, Hushwood. 17 lands, so or 18 now. Um what were the name of those other lands? Wooded Bastion, Mystic Gate, and yes, I did listen to that song. They added Star Wars to Fortnite. Yes, because of the May the 4th and the Revenge of the 5th. Uh yes, I did actually. Um Fabled Passage and Command Tower. Command Tower. Okay. Um Thought you would, yeah. Oh yeah, I liked it. Let's see. I know I'm forgetting some lands. Some good lands. Um well, we can go to utility land up here. Yep, I was forgetting quite a bit. Okay. So Reliquary Tower, Three Tree City, Reliquary Tower, Three Tree City, Avamaya, Cradle of Growth. Let's see what else. Uh, 1/1 counter on each creature you control. Land enters tapped unless you control a basic land. Abandoned Air Temple. That costs 4 to put one on each card creature though. Uh, well, so does Gavany Township. Hmm. A 1/1 counter on target bird, cat, dog, goat, ox, or snake. No. Hmm. Hmm. Land enters tapped unless you control a legendary creature. Add a green when you next cast a bird creature spell this turn. It enters with an additional 1/1 counter on it. Create a 2/2 green bird creature token with whenever a land you control. Okay, yeah, Chocobo Camp. Reliquary Tower. Already in your deck. Okay. Um, Rogue's Passage. My God, you type so fast, and I type like a damn sloth. Let's. I think Seaside Haven could work. Yeah. All right, Seaside Haven. It's 25 lands. Oh, I didn't add the third Verge land. Um, Fleshwood Verge and Willowwood Verge. What was the other one again? Blood Farm Verge. There we go. 26. Trying to remember the blue and green filter land. Okay, Flooded Grove is what I was looking for. That's right. Okay, Flooded Grove. Now we can add the. Ooh, um, one more forest. Okay, the next bird we can add. Oh, that's Arcane Signet. Okay. Um, Bird of Paradise. Birds of Paradise is a really good mana dork card for this because it adds one mana of any color. Bart's and Boko. Bart's and Boko, it's got an affinity for birds, so it costs one less for each bird in play you control. When it enters, each other bird you control deals damage equal to its power to target creature and opponent controls, so that's good. Um, let's see. Boko. No. All right. Let's go with the counter spells. Counterspell, deprive, disallow, familiar's ruse. We just need 5. So 5 really good ones. Um, we'll go with mana drain. Okay. Mana drain. Okay. Counterspell. Disallow. Um, Fierce Guardianship. Um, you may sacrifice a non-token blue creature rather than pay this. No. I don't know if I'm going to have any blue creatures available for that. Um, Render Silence good. It just costs too much. Uh, let's see. Deprive is good, but I've got to add another land for this. And Familiar's Ruse is good, but I've got to add one certain creature. My cat tried to eat my mac and cheese. Huh. I mean, I can do Force of Will. Force of Will is a very. You can pay one life and exile a blue card from your hand rather than pay its mana, counter target spell. I just don't know if I want to use exile a land that I have, or not a land, but a blue card just to do that. So, hmm. Actually, Void Slime is good. Yeah, we'll do Void Slime. Okay, Void Slime. So now we have 5 counter spells in the deck. Um, we can add more later if needed. All right, artifact removal. Um, some good artifact removal that we can use. Let's see. Return to Dust, Croson Grip, Return to Nature, or target artifact or enchantment. If its mana value is 2 or less, create a lander token. Um, Sacrifice this token, search your library for a basic land, and put that onto the battle. Actually, that works really well with this deck. Seed Ship Impact. Okay. Seed Ship Impact. Um, Stick Study always goes in a blue deck. Smothering Tithe always goes in a white deck. Unless otherwise. Um, Aura Shards is really good because I'll be making tokens. And whenever a creature enters the battlefield under my control, I may destroy target artifact or enchantment, so that's good. Um, let's see. Gruesome Grip, destroy target artifact or enchantment, or return to dust, exile target artifact or enchantment. And I can do it again if it's on my main phase, so return to dust. Hey, Nix, how was the surgery? Gruesome Grip. I know you're probably still recovering right now. Let's see. If the gift was promised, instead destroy 2 target artifact or enchantment. So wear down is good. For each opponent, destroy up to 1. Okay, good feeling down since I gotta say a couple days too, but the stitches can kind of heal a little. That's good. I'm sorry about your feeling down though, but yeah, that's the way surgery is. You got a couple days that need to relax. Let's see. Destroy target artifact, enchantment. Put a 1/1 counter on each creature target player control. Requisition wage. Uh, it's fine, but my partner's coming here to bring me. That's good. Requisition raid. I think that should be good on um, cards that destroy enchantment and artifacts. So, base power and toughness. This is fun to do in a deck where people have um, cards that are pretty big. Um, but right now we're not a a kind of deck like that. So, all right, now tutors. And a tutors. Let's see. Search your library for a creature, reveal it, put it in your hand. Latimer's Call. Um, Enlightened Tutor. Worldly Tutor. Hmm. Search your library for an artifact, reveal it, put it in your hand, then shuffle. Return target artifact card from your graveyard to your hand. All right. Altar of Bone, sack a creature and look through your library for a creature. Put that card into your hand. After showing it to all the okay, so Altar of Bone is good. Um, Idyllic Tutor. And Mystic Tutor. Yeah, we'll go with that. Spelled it wrong, but it still popped up. All right. So the tutors are good. Board wipes. Really good board wipes that we can run. Cyclonic Rift, obviously. Um, Farewell. Winds of Abandon. Let's see. Choose a creature you control. It gains indestructible. Okay. It's good. All creatures lose all abilities until end of turn. Um, Settle the Wreckage. Okay, Cyclonic Rift. We don't want to overload it with spells because we still need creatures. Um, but we'll get to that when we need it. Winds of Abandon and Farewell. All right, protection spells. Um, the ones I'm mainly going to use are probably going to be Dawn's Truce, um, Heroic Intervention, March of Swirling Mist, and Restoration Magic. Um, Swirling Mist. Um, Conceal. Okay. Let's see. Heroic intervention. That's right. Intervention. 43 cards so far. What is that error? Needs to. Okay, that's fine. Hmm. Um. Oh, Dawn's Truce. Okay. Slow down. Good equipment. Okay, yeah. Lightning Greaves. Mithril Coat. Swiftfoot Boots. Let's see. Hmm. Okay. That should be good for those. Now we'll go to the recommended cards. Um, Zaz's Chocobo. Um, Whenever one or more birds you control deal combat damage to a player, choose one. You may put a bird creature card from your hand or graveyard onto the battlefield with a finality counter on it. Put a 1/1 counter on each bird you control and draw a card. Astral. Chocobo Racing. Or Chocobo Racetrack. That's right. Side quest, raise a Chocobo. Traveling Chocobo. Miria. Angel. Murmuration. Let's see. Create a 2/2 black green bird creature token with whenever a land you control enters, put a 1/1 or gets 1+1/+0 until end of turn. Creatures you control gain trample until end of turn. Hmm. We'll see. Mockingbird, yes. Swords to Plowshares. Path, Exile, as Empyrean Eagle. Um, or another creature you control with flying dies, return another target creature card with lesser mana value from your graveyard to the battlefield. Okay, Jackdaw Savior. Of Spheres, creature whose spells with flying you cast cost one less. Whenever another creature with flying enters the battlefield under your control, this gets +1/+1 until end of turn. Of the Sphere. Hey Lux, how are you? Thanks for joining. Um, let's see. Counter target spell unless its controller pays 2. If you control a bird, counter that spell unless. I'm good. How are you? I'm good. Just building a commander deck right now in Magic the Gathering. Working on that. Let's see. I've got all those. Crop rotation. All right, crop rotation is a good one. Scape shift is good. Also, there's an artifact I can use in this. I didn't know Aura Shards was changed into a game changer. Huh. Interesting. Artifact. Utility artifacts. There was one that Crucible of Worlds, that's right. Okay. Um Thanks for all the likes, Lux. I appreciate that. Also, Caitlin, I appreciate all the likes from you as well. And Nix, if you're still in here, um, thanks for all the likes. Conduit of Worlds, Crucible of Worlds. Those I can play my lands for my graveyard, so that's going to be good. Conduit of Worlds. Let's see. All right. Sword of the Animist. Every time I attack with a creature, I can put that land into play or search for a land. So that's another good card. Let's see. Birds. We are building birds. So, um, Gilded Goose is a good one. Um, let's see. Whenever you cast a beast or bird creature spell, you may copy it, except the copy is an artifact in addition to its other types. That's good. Tanos. How many cards do I have in here? Um, 89 right now. Okay. Tanos. It's Solemn Savior. Toymaker. Toymaker. All right. Other birds you control have vigilance. The spell costs 2 less to cast as long as you've drawn 2 or more cards this turn. Let's see. Enters. Um, Target creature you control gains hexproof. No. Creature spells with flying you cast cost 1 less. Spells your opponent cast that target 1 or more commanders you control. Cost 3 more to cast. This kind of damage to a player. You may tap or untap target permanent. Let's see. Whenever a player casts their second spell each turn, it connives. Draw a card, then discard a card. If you discarded a non-land card, put a 1/1 counter on this creature. I don't want to discard. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, create a bird. Whenever you attack with 1 or more birds, scry. Hermes, definitely. 13 creatures. Enters the battlefield, exile target spell. It becomes plotted. Spells your opponent cast from the graveyard or from exile cost 2 more to cast. I don't come across that much. Roaming Throne, definitely. Roaming Throne. Let's see. Lux, you became number one right now. That's awesome. All right, let's see. Other creatures you control get +1/+0 until end of turn. That only happens for 4 turns though, so I don't want to do that. When an opponent casts a spell, put a 1/1 counter on this. So that works. Ishai. I want to keep it low cost though. If a land you control enters, you gain 1 life and draw a card. Flying and lifelink. Um, Latiova, Benthic Druid. All right. Let's see. Whenever this or another bird you control enters, exile up to 1 target creature you don't control without flying. No, that's not good. You have no maximum hand size. Whenever a creature token you control deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. That could work. 4-drop though. Let's see. Have 2 untapped birds you control, return target permanent to its owner's hand. That actually is pretty good. Other creature you control with flying. Create a 1/1 cat bird creature token. There's a battlefield tap target permanent. Azusa helps me play lands. Speaking of which, that reminds me, exploration and burgeoning. And that is at 97 cards right there. So 97, beginning of combat on your turn, populate. All right, I kind of want to use the next couple cards. For things like Beast Within. Actually, I'm going to have to cut down on some cards eventually because there's a few other cards that I need to put in here. Imprisoned in the Moon. Dark Steel. Mutation. Mirror Maid. Now I'm at 101 cards. So Chroma's Will, Generous Gift, Stroke of Midnight. Chroma's Will. Generous Gift. I need destruction or ways to destroy creatures. So, Stroke of Midnight. This is the time where I'm actually going to have trouble figuring out what to take out because there's so many good cards in blue, green, white that I have no idea what I'm going to be doing in a few minutes. 'Cause I still need to put in the things like cultivate, um, Kodama's reach. Let's see what else. Hold on, I just realized there's a nope, not the and that far down. Um, and you nine. Okay. Get those. Explore. Um, yeah, there's so many good cards that I can add in this deck. It's crazy. But I'll figure out what to take out in a little bit before. Let's see. Cultivate. Nature's Lure. That's another good one. Nature's Lure. Rampant Growth. All right. So, uh, winnowing. For each player, you choose a creature that player controls. Then each player sacrifices all the other creatures. Excuse me. They don't uh, that don't share a creature type with the chosen creature they control. That's a good card. The problem is, I play a lot of players that have that do tribal decks, so that might not work for me right now. Let's see. Um, Get two bird creature tokens with flying. Uh, oh, I knew I forgot something. Resculpt. So, okay. What do I take out of this deck? Um, I need uh, some of these. This actually works really well by putting counters on each of my creatures, or I can destroy target artifact or enchantment, or I can do all three. Uh, it'd be a 4-drop spell that does all of that. So that's really good. Rampant Growth, Nature's Lure, Kodama's Reach, those all help me get lands to put in my put out. Um, Idyllic Tutor is really good. It puts the enchantment in my hand after I search for it. And I've got quite a bit of enchantments, quite a bit of good enchantments. Farewell's a good board wipe. Cultivate and Altar of Bone helps me search for any creature. my land base is solid. It's 34 lands. I've got to keep that. Akroma's Will is really good. I can choose to give my creatures flying, vigilance, and double strike until end of turn, or give my creatures lifelink, indestructible, and protection from each color until end of turn, or both. So that's really solid. All right. Beast Within destroys any permanent. Clever Concealment is really good because I can exile. I can phase out any number of non-land permanents I control. Um, so like I could play Farewell and then Clever Concealment. Crop Rotation. Back a land, search your library for a land, and put that. And that's search my library for any land, not basic land, not forest, not swamp or forest, island, or plains. That search for any land. So that's really good. Um, that's a good board wipe for everyone around me. Dawn's Truce is another thing to protect all my permanents. This allows a good counter spell that counters activated and triggered abilities as well. Okay, that phases out my creatures if needed, or phases out someone else's creatures uh, if needed as well. Restoration Magic. Permanents you control gain hexproof and indestructible until end of turn. That's really good. Uh, oh man, I don't know what to take out of this deck. Dinosaur. um, whenever a creature enters the battlefield, I can destroy target artifact or enchantment. That's really good. This helps me. I can play that and put that on someone's commander. And an additional land every turn. Put that on someone's commander. I can make a copy of any enchantment or artifact. Birds I control have +1/+1 and vigilance at the beginning of my end step for each spell I've cast this turn. Create a 1/2 bird creature token with flying. When this enchantment enters the battlefield, create a 2/2 bird. Whenever at the beginning of your first main phase, if you control 4 or more lands, transform it. When this permanent transforms into a black chocobo, search your library for a land card, put it onto the battlefield tapped. Whenever a land you control enters, birds you control get +1/+0. Oh, that's so good. And I can't get rid of my creatures because if I get rid of my creatures, I've got to get rid of 9 cards in this deck. And all of these are really good. It's got to be my instants and sorceries that I've got to get rid of. I can't not get rid of those because those are okay. Idyllic Tutor it costs too much for what it does. It's really good. It just costs too much. For 3 mana, whereas I can do the same thing but put it on the top of my library for 1. All right, Altar of Bone. I can search my library for any creature, but I have to sacrifice a creature. All right, we'll do that one. Requisition Raid, really good. I cannot get rid of that. I can't get rid of Scape Shift. Is that I sacrifice any number of lands and search my library for any number of the same amount of lands, and then I can play my lands from my graveyard with Crucible of Worlds and Conduit of Worlds. I think you may play lands from your graveyard. Choose a non-land permanent card in your graveyard. If you haven't cast a spell this turn, you may cast this card. If you do, if you do, you cast an addition. You do, you cast an additional spell this turn. Activate only as a sorcery. Okay. Clever Concealment's so good, but I have to tap my creatures to cast it and 2 mana. Um, I'll take Krosan Grip out. Um, when is that? When I need 6 more cards to be taken out. Okay, 6 more. Exile any number of blue cards from your hand. Less for each card exiled. Up to X creatures phase out. Uh, Inner's Gift targets any permanent. Within targets any permanent. I can't get rid of those. Um, gonna have to say Return to Dust because it costs 4 mana. It's good. Don't get me wrong. I really hate taking that out of there, but I've got to take something um, like that out. Chocobo Racetrack. Whenever land you control enters, create a 2/2 bird token. That is so good. I'm playing lands. Making tokens like crazy. And the bad thing is I don't have token doublers in here. I just realized that. Um and I just took out some cards that I needed. This is painful. So we're back up to 109. Okay, I guess Latimer's Call, Clever Concealment. March of Swirling Mist. This is so painful. There's so many good cards I'm taking out of here that I can't, and I can't take any creatures out because I need at least 18 in the deck. And they're really good creatures too. Well, most of them. Um Like Azusa, I can play an additional land. Orts and Boko. Um, each other bird you control deals damage equal to its power. Birds of Paradise, Emiria Angel, I'm making birds. Empyrean Eagle, I'm giving all my birds +1/+1. Um, that's it's a good card. I can play it uh, turn one and start making food tokens and then sacking them to add mana. Okay, that's all of these are so good. Birds, yes, birds. Uh, and I call it obviously the bird is the word, but it's so hard to figure out what to take out and what to keep in because there's so many good options in here. I might end up having to take out Swiftfoot because it costs one to attach, whereas Lightning Greaves, yes, it gives my creature Shroud. It it also costs 0 mana to play. Um, so now I'm at 105. So I've got to figure out what to take out. This is such a good card. If I attack with it, I can search my library for a basic land. Um, However, I don't have that many basic lands in my deck, so I can take it out. I can take out Gilded Goose because I'm making a lot of birds in this deck. Um, Mystical Tutor, I could probably take out. Yes, I'm searching for instants and sorceries. Really good card, but it goes on the top of my library. I mean, I can play it at the end of someone else's turn. Yes. But oh my god, this is so tough and so painful. Two more cards. Um, and I don't want to take lands out. I can go with Rampant Growth. I don't want to, but I can. Um, Now let's see. That's so good. Whenever a land comes into play, all my birds get +1/+0. Uh, but I might end up taking out side quest if I can't figure out what I need to take out. Um, However, I might end up having to take out. Uh, what else gets rid of enchantments or artifacts? I think you. I'm thinking about Soria, the Falconer. To build for your next commander deck. Let's see, Lux, if you're still in here, thank you for all of the likes in here. Um, Everyone who has given me likes on here, thank you very much. Damn, there's so many good. Oh hell yeah! How are you today, Goshen? Right? I can't remember how to pronounce your name. Um, Thanks for joining. Just making a commander deck for Magic the Gathering right now. Trying to figure out one card to take out of this deck to make it a full 100. Um, thank you, thank you so much for the gifts. I appreciate that, and congratulations again on reaching your goal for um what you were looking for. Also, thanks for putting me into your group. I really appreciate you. Oh yeah, take your time. Have a. I'll see you when you get back. Grab me some water real quick. All right. Took a midnight destroys target non-land permanent. I need that. Anything that's a non-land permanent, I have to keep in here. Um, I might have to get rid of swords or path. Which one would be better? I think swords because I don't want them to gain life. All right, so we have falcons have been since errata to birds. It gives all falcons +1/+1, and falcons can gain banding. I think that was eroded to all birds now. I think, isn't it? And why would you go banding? Banding's the worst mechanic in the game. I mean, one of the worst mechanics in the game. All right, let's go playtester. It's funny. Okay, yeah, I get it. Oh, this hand is so good, but I cannot keep it. Mulligan. Can't keep that hand either because there's only one mana in it. I've got to have at least two mana in my hand uh, at the start. And yes, falcons are birds now, so yeah. I can't do that either. That's not. All right, so this is good. I have two lands in my hand plus an artifact to tap for any color, and I have a Birds of Paradise, so that's actually really good. So keep this hand. We'll go forest, tap the forest, play the bird. All right. So next turn, we'll play Retreat City and choose birds. Tap a forest, play the soul ring, tap the soul ring, play the arcane signet. Now we're cooking with grease. All right. Next turn, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. Um, we can play Roaming Throne. So 1, 2, actually 6 mana. 1, 2, 3, 4. Um, and then I'm going to choose birds. So Roaming Throne. Um, if a triggered ability of another creature you control um, of the chosen type triggers, it triggers an additional time. So that's good. All right. So next turn, we go Cavern of Souls and choose birds. Now birds cannot be countered. We'll play Empyrean Eagle. All my flyers get +1/+1, and go tap one green for the colorless. Oh wait, I can't. I don't have blue. I can only tap for one color that's not in my pie. Hey Ashley, how are you? Doing all right today? Fabled Passage. I can sack a land. I don't know. Why's that? If you don't mind me asking. All right, so I can't do anything now. Oh wait, no, I can. That for a. Did you say? What did I say? That for a blue, a white, and a green. Play Empyrean Eagle. All right, so Nature's Lure. I can search my library for a forest. What did you say when you say I don't know? Uh, it, 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 what's wrong if you don't mind me asking? Search my library for a forest. No, 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 no. That's any kind of forest card. That means it's a weird day. Oh, yeah, I get those a few times a month. Sometimes sometimes a full week of a weird day. I'm sorry you're going through that though. All right, I could do breeding pool, temple garden. Let's go breeding pool. I don't have that on the battlefield. When it enters, I'm gonna leave it tapped. And shuffle. So now, um, I can't wait to test this. Like, starting ink. Are you willing to jump in next Monday to play a game on Tabletop Simulator? Uh, if Tabletop Simulator doesn't work for me very well, I can go to spell table. I have some friends that are trying to use Tabletop Simulator instead of spell table. If you're still in here, I mean, it's not really a weird day. A little bit. Oh, okay. Um. Okay, so we went to Walmart when we first walked in. It was weird. Walmart's always weird. That's why I used to love going in at like 2 in the morning. Now I can't do that anymore. Okay, played this land. Okay, this is not really a game that I need to. That it's not like that. Oh, okay. Let me start a new game here. All right, forest and a verge land, so that's good. I can do two. I've got two lands. Not really much going on other than that, though. So we'll just go ahead and keep a forest and play and go next turn. All right. Put the Verge land right there. Now that I've got a forest, I can tap for a plains as well. All right, and go to next game or next turn. Not what I was looking for. Right, this is kind of a slow deck. I need to really rework this deck. I might end up taking out Smothering Tithe in this and putting another low cost creature. Because I really need creatures that come into play. All right, so start a new game. This is the first time I've actually had to start a new game quite a bit. Okay, this is a full land hand. All right, so we'll go forest next turn. When I was at Walmart, I kind of saw my friend, one of them, friend you didn't want to see, or a friend you saw a friend doing something you didn't want them to do. By nature's lore. Not really a friend. Ah, okay. So an acquaintance. Obviously, someone you didn't want to see. Let's see. Let's go. I've got a forest and a plain. So I didn't want to see it. It just was a long time. Oh, okay. Oh, I get you. Okay, so it's been a long time since you've seen that person. Okay. All right, breeding pool. We'll go ahead and get that one and put that out there and have it enter tapped. All right, so next turn. I can't say what the person is. Oh, that's fine. I understand. I don't want to pry too much. If you don't want to say anything, you're more than welcome to just kind of keep it to yourself. All right, so I've got 4 lands. I can play my commander now. I think yes, play my commander. Whenever one or more birds I control attack. All right, so next turn. Um, all right, so parallel lives. One, two, three, four. Well, he kind of works there. Ah, so now you that puts you in an awkward situation of going to that Walmart. All right, so wooded bastion that gives all my birds +1/+0. Next turn, Barts and Boko. With Barts and Boko, he costs 1 less, so he costs 4 mana. One, two, three, four. Play Barts. When he enters, each bird you control deals damage equal to its power. Actually, before I play Barts, uh, I'll play Windswept Heath. Um, so now Bart's um, gets +1/+0. So now it's a 4/5. So Choco. So now I can play Bart's and deal 4 damage to an opponent's creature. It's not like a working thing. He works there, but he stands. You ever go to? I do. I go. Are you talking about the greeters, like the ones that's whenever you walk in, you see the greeters come in? No. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. If I'm prying, don't mind me. Looks around. I'm not understanding the understanding this here. You never see him like walking around in Walmart. Oh, so he just stands there, just being weird. Um. All right. Let's see. I can destroy an artifact. Not being weird. Oh, and I don't understand. Make a lander token. Do I go to Walmart at a specific time? Normally in the mornings. Whenever I have to get off work, I go straight there. Lander token in the afternoon or in the morning. In the mornings, one in a green. Lander token. I can pay 2 and tap it to sacrifice this token. Search my library for a basic land and put it onto the battlefield. Tapped. In the morning is okay. Lander token. Get rid of that and search my library for a land. We'll get a island. This is kind of a slow. But he does get +1/+0. Um, Not very often. Um, I don't go. I'm not really sure if you're asking me if I go to the that specific Walmart, but no, I don't go to. I don't go very often during the afternoon because most of the time I'm either asleep or kind of not going there during that time. All right, this is a deck. Um, Back to deck. Never like him or something in Walmart. Yeah, I don't mind Walmart. It's just I don't know. I've never met him. I don't know. I don't know if you know me or not outside of here. But I don't. It seems like you're asking me if I know him or not. But if you do know me, send me a DM and explain it that way. All right, let's play tester again. And Mulligan. I'm gonna have to play with this deck a little bit. It keeps getting. I think I've got too many lands in here. Um, just need low cost creatures and stuff. Homepage. No, not homepage. Deck, back to deck. Okay, so I've got really good creatures in here. They sort by mana value. Um, I need good. Let's see what I can do. I'll take out a few lands and watch. The moment I take out lands, it's going to be hectic for me. I need to add things like Scoot Swarm. And what's another good one? Another good creature. Um, it enters, you may return target permanent to its own. Whenever a land you control enters, it gets plus one till end of turn. Ashley followed the live. Oh, thank you for following. I'm sorry I'm not understanding you. Um, let's see. Uh, Airless Provisioner. What do you mean you don't I don't really understand what you're talking about with the Walmart thing. Um, all right, so let's try it this way. Playtester one one. Okay, so I have a Bird of Paradise and a Lightning Greaves. That's good. Um, Heroic Intervention. I mean, I can deal with this. So yeah, let's go ahead and do this. Oh wait, no, I don't have a. I don't have a forest. I thought that was a forest at first. All right, let's try it. Okay, that's nope. That's not gonna work. Start new game. One and no. Okay. I've got 3 lands, but they're not what I need right. Well, no, they're not what I need right now. But we'll try it. All right, so we'll play that tapped. Next turn, we'll play this and Lightning Greaves. This is the hardest deck I've built so far on here. 3 Tree City, I'm going to choose birds. Don't have a green mana. At Walmart, that's where I was talking about. Uh, oh, it's a security. So he works security. Okay. I forgot security works at Walmart. Uh, but I'm sorry, I kind of got you frustrated a little bit. But you have a wonderful day, Ashley. All right, so I'm going to tap that for a blue mana in that and play Resculpt. Next turn, play Mithril Coat. Next turn, I'm not getting what I need. Next turn, no, that's still not what I need. Forest, that helps. So I can play the side quest right here. Create a bird. Sorry, I'm late. No, that's cool. You know what I did forget though? I did forget to give Ink a shout out. 2/2 bird. Put that there. Give it haste and swing with it. I'll tap the mana. Okay. Next turn that gets flipped. Flip card. That's a creature. Now I'm going to tap 3. Search my library for a plains and an island. Thanks for giving Ink a shout out. Ink, if you're still in here, I am so sorry I forgot to give you a uh, a shout out earlier. Let's see. Island. That goes in my hand. I did not play a land this turn, so that land goes on the battlefield. That one's tapped. I've got 2 lands. Tap 1 and a white and play Watcher of the Spheres. 2 lands came into the battlefield, so my creatures get +1 plus or +2/+0 until end of turn. I'm gonna give Black Chocobo the Lightning Greaves. That way it gets haste. So let's see. These get +2, so that's a 4/2. That's a 4/2. Bart's cost 3 less to cast, so next turn I can play Bart's or I could play my commander. So next turn, let's see, play Choco. 1, 2, 3, 4. No. Got 2 mana left. Um I have not played a land. I don't have green. So let's go next turn. Need an extra green to play Bart's and Boko. I need a land. Um, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sacrifice a forest. After I tap it. No, wait, I don't think I can do that. I've been good. Just this deck is really difficult to build, and I'm trying to figure out what because it's kind of running slow. But back to deck. It's just the commander itself is pretty good. It Whenever one or more birds you control attack, look at that many cards on the top of your library. You may put one of them into your hand, put any number of land cards from among them onto the battlefield tapped, and the rest into your graveyard. Whenever a land you control enters, it gets +1/+0 until end of turn. So it's really good. Yes. Yes, it's called The Bird is the Word. And I've got cards to make a lot of tokens in the deck. So it's really good for that. Every time and also token doublers. But it just feels slow. I had to move down to 32 cards for my land base because my lands, one, it's a landfall deck, so I can search for lands anytime, but and also drawing. But I could not figure out for the life of me what to take out of this deck, and what to put in. Let's see. Play test it again. All right, so I've got one, two, two lands, and a burgeoning. But my lands. I mean, yeah, I could do this. Keep this. Play that. Tap. Play burgeoning. Burgeoning says I could play a land from my hand whenever someone else plays their land. So it's a gimmick landfall or creating bird tokens. Yes, it's a bird deck with a landfall sub theme. All right, flooded strand. A1. Sacrifice that. Search my library for a island. Tifa Genji gloves. Yes, I thought about that. Um, but I could not figure out for the life of me what to take out. Um, and I wanted to stick with the bird theme. Now, what I might end up doing is probably getting rid of. Uh, Probably getting rid of Thanos. Um, yes, whenever I play a bird, I make a copy of it, but I'm going to be making a lot of more bird tokens than birds themselves, than playing birds themselves. So I can take that out, put Tifa in, and I can probably take out Smothering Tithe because Smothering Tithe is really not doing much in here except give me treasure tokens, and put Genji Glove. Okay. Let's see if that works. No lands. Mulligan this hand. One, two lands. Um, at least they give green, so I could play Zaz's Choco. Keep this. I'll go ahead and take the two. Play Zaz's Chocobo. And next turn, play Temple Garden tapped. Um, that gives it +1/+1 until end of turn. So I can attack with that. Let's assume that one player does not have a creature out. All right, next turn. Sea of Clouds. Accidentally bought Hamburger Helper enchilada mix, so I'm gonna end up cooking that up tonight, then wrapping it in tortillas and making them into a burrito. Nice. Um, one of my employees ended up buying or making me some beef stew with vegetables, so I'm gonna be eating that for lunch today. All right, so 3 mana. I can play Jackdaw Savior. When it or another creature you control with flying dies, return another target creature with lesser mana value to the battlefield from the graveyard. A land came in, so I'll swing that next turn. Rogue's Passage. We'll go 1, 2, 3 for Mithril Coat, and 1 for Enlightened Tutor. Search my library for an enchantment or artifact. Um, I wonder if I have my skeleton vampire still somewhere in my deck. That's the one that makes skeleton or bat tokens um when it enters. I think it's 2 bat tokens, and then you can sacrifice a bat to regenerate it. Let's see here. I think Ristic Study would be good to put in there, so I'll put this on the top of my library. Nope. Ristic Study, move to top of library after I shuffle. Nope. No, 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 not search. Close. Shuffle library. Put that on top. Yeah, bat tokens. That's what I thought. I didn't really like it that much because it cost way too much to play and to use. All right, so next turn, I've got 1, 2, 3 mana. Play Ristic Study. That'll help me draw cards, so that's good. Next turn, whenever an opponent casts a spell, let's go with 2. All right, so I'll tap 3 to play Choco. Don't have any lands right now, but most likely next turn I will. Um, so I'm going to assume that people are playing spells and not paying the 1. So we'll do 2. It's my turn now. Play a forest. That gets +1/+0 until end of turn. That gets +1/+0 until end of turn. Um, all right, we'll tap a green and 2 colorless to play Kodama's Reach. Search our library for a a plains and a island. So they'll get +2/+0 until end of turn. So plains. Um, where's the island? There it is. Island goes to my hand. The plains goes on to battlefield tapped. I tap a forest to play exploration. Then I can play an additional land. So they've gotten +3/+0 until end of turn. Um Now don't have another green mana. Let me do. I can't. I was gonna do crop rotation, but that's fine. Um, so attack for 3 and 9. Now that I've attacked, I look at the top 2 cards of my library. So, um, put one of them in my hand and the other in the graveyard. Put that one in my hand. That one to the graveyard. All right. So next turn. Um, Now we play a land. Those get +1/+0 until end of turn. Tap a green, sacrifice a land, the crop rotation. Search my library for a land card and put it onto the battlefield. So, nope. Search my library for a Misty Forest or Misty Rainforest. Pay 1 and sacrifice it. Search my library for a forest. So they got +3/+0 until end of turn now. Um, don't think I have a forest card other than. Um, yeah, I could do island. Okay, search for island. Put Hallowed Fountain in. That enters tapped. So now it's got +4/+0 until end of turn. Or wait, Misty Rainforest. That other land. No, +3/+0. Okay. Now we'll go tap a plains and a island. Watcher of the Spheres. Creature spells with flying cost 1 less to cast. Um, we'll do that, and then Crucible of Worlds. Now I can play another land from my hand, or from my graveyard, which I'll play Misty Rainforest, because I have Exploration out. So that's 4. Then sacrifice it, search my library for a swamp, or a island, or a forest. And I think that's it. So island, there we go. Put it into play. So that's +5/+0 until end of turn. Um, I still have two mana left to play something. Don't have anything to play, so we'll go ahead and attack with these. Look at the top three cards in my library. All right, put Mockingbird in my hand and the rest in the graveyard. Okay, so this will cost one less to cast since it's a bird. Then I can cast it as a one one drop. The Mockingbird will come in as a copy of that. Next turn. Okay. It's going somewhat good. I'm gonna have to play around with this deck a little bit more, but it is time for me to unfortunately head out. Um, Goshen, I really appreciate all the gifts you've sent me. Thanks again for everything that you've done for me so far. Um, Again, I want to thank every one of you guys, even the lurkers, for coming in and showing me support. Um, every now and then, I really like to send out and let you guys know that I really do appreciate everyone coming in. Um, every one of you guys are so nice to me and helping out. Luna, thanks for coming in. Unfortunately, I'm about to end stream, but I hope you're doing well. Um, let's see. Go ahead and um, move that over here and move me over here. Um, okay, exit that. Um, Bring me over here. All right. So again, I really appreciate all of you. Thanks again for helping out, showing me support, showing me love, um, and all of that. So that really helps me. I really do this for fun, but it's also a really good mental thing for me. So it kind of helps me out with um, relieving a lot of stress, even though it does bring a lot of stress in, but it's still very helpful, um, and all of that. So it does help a lot. Um, so let's see. Tomorrow and Wednesday, I'm done, or I'm taking a break. So I will see you all Thursday. If I get in touch with Raccoon Vampire and let her and we figure out a time for um the collab on Thursday, I'll let everyone know. If not, we're just going to play Star Ocean. So we'll have fun with that. Either way, we're gonna have fun. Um, I met Raccoon Vampire already. She's such a very good, high energy person to talk to. I really can't wait to collab with her. Um, so that's gonna be fun. Um, Eventually, I want to do another collab with Kiki, Mimic, and Caitlin playing Fortnite. So I think I might do that maybe once a month, um, collabing with them and all of that. So we could do that on like Friday, uh, a Friday. Um, and then on next Monday, I'm going to try to get some people on Tabletop Simulator, and we'll play some Magic on there. I'll start at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time on that Monday, so we can play some Magic for a little while. Um, all right, so I hope you on TikTok all have a wonderful day, afternoon, evening, and night. We're going to go ahead and end the live here. Um, so I will see you all Thursday. So you all have a wonderful time and stay safe out there. Um, yeah, I'll see you all later. And let's see, end that. Um, confirm. Now we'll go and search for a raid partner. Following who is live right now that we can rate. Someone I haven't rated in a while. I haven't rated Minty in a while. Every now and then I get the balls to raid like a larger streamer. Um, so I think I might do that. Actually, I've never rated Yasumi VT. She's a larger VTuber, and she's playing Gamble with your friends. So let's go ahead and raid them. I will see you all Thursday. Like I said to TikTok, you all have a wonderful day, afternoon, evening, and night. Stay safe out there. Oh, okay. Not able to raid them at this time. All right. That's fine. Um, yeah, some larger VTubers, I understand they don't want to be raided that much. Um, so we can raid someone else. Uh, hmm. Who can we raid? Ah, Vixen. Co-working and studying. 2 weeks till exam, music, exam prep. Okay. We'll go ahead and raid Vixen. I haven't raided Vixen in quite a while, too, so. All right. Well, I will see you all Thursday. Be safe out there and have a wonderful day, afternoon, evening, and night.